Good evening, everybody. We're live with LongIsland.com. We're at the Nikola Tesla Expo in Shoreham, New York. You can hear the band has started in the background. We are at a completely incredibly iconic location. This is the famous base of the Tesla Tower that was built by Nikola Tesla, the very famous scientist. That tower was over just about 200 feet tall at the time here in Shoreham, New York. Tesla wanted to make electricity wireless. That tower came down in 1917. Some of the rumors are that tower came down because of spies, because of the war that was going on. It actually came down because of financial issues with Nikola Tesla, who actually was unknown up until things like this happened, which is to revive this 16 acres where that lab is. So the tower didn't survive, the lab did. We're gonna take a walk around the expo tonight. We're celebrating three things. Nikola Tesla's birthday. He would have been 170, as Julia's told me. And we're also celebrating the 250th birthday of America. And we're also celebrating the opening of the Sayan Center. Hopefully we get to talk to its executive director, Kara Cannon. So let's take a walk. Let's see what's happening at the Nikola Tesla Expo 2026. What's an expo without really cool displays and exhibitors? Let's check out a few. Right now we have Steven, and he is demonstrating a few things here to our expo participants. Take a look over here, Julie, please. Come right down the angle here so you can see everything happening here. These are various electronic objects that people can play with, they can demonstrate, high voltage stuff. And let's keep moving.
So he's charging up. You see the hair in the top of your head.
Look at his hair.
So you're charging up pretty good. Okay, so you're fully charged now. Now give me a shot. It's so weird. It's like it's completely dissipating out. The other kids here were getting nice shots.
So what exactly are we showing? Static electricity?
Static electricity, yep. Using the Van de Graaff generator, it was filling his body with tons of static electricity, and that energy had to go somewhere, so it was going out through his hair. And actually,
how'd that feel?
Am I on TV right now?
You're on TV. Museum of Interesting Things. Never saw this here at the Tesla Expo before. We have with us Daniel, right?
Yep.
From New York City.
yeah, born and raised.
I love what I'm seeing. I love collecting stuff like this. You've got to tell me, first of all, what this is, and then we'll go a little further.
So this is kind of the star of my show. It was invented by Thomas Edison. These are cylinder record players.
What year is this from? Just the fact that I don't know what this is blowing my mind.
So these are the records. This one is from around 1902. The machine was invented 1877 by Edison. And this one is probably late 1800s, early 1900s. It's the Columbia Portable. The one on my brochure is the Edison large one. The first records were wax. The later ones were celluloid, which is just a fancy word for plastic.
You see this?
Yeah. And believe it or not, these machines could record.
So the rock and roll industry has this to thank?
Yes. And that's why songs are 2 minutes to 4 minutes long, because these were 2 to 4 minutes.
This is absolutely unbelievable. Something like this, how rare is it? Is it rebuilt or is it original?
This is all original. Yeah. I've had to do little bits to it, but pretty much it's all original.
This is the very famous Nikola Tesla laboratory, the last remaining laboratory of Nikola Tesla. This is saved. The tower was not saved. So the fact that we have this to rebuild is absolutely amazing. And it will be done. We're going to ask Kara later when this will be rebuilt. It went through a terrible fire about 3 years ago, but a lot of people don't get to see this up close. Here it is. What's great about this expo is we're seeing some new vendors, some new people here. We got John with a telescope. What are we doing with a telescope in the middle of the day? Let's ask John.
This is a solar telescope, and so this telescope only focuses on the sun, and we use a special filter called hydrogen alpha filter to look at a very small wavelength. This allows us to look at the sun in a safe manner, so we don't burn our retinas in the process. And we can see some of the surface texture as well as some of the solar prominences coming off the sun as well.
So can you at times see something jump? They call them solar flares. Can you get a hold of those and see those?
We'll be able to see solar flares easily with a telescope like this.
It looks like Mars to me. What's a Nikola Tesla Expo without a glass blower? Check it out. All right, carrying on from the glass blower, we've got the Radio Central Amateur Radio. All kinds of different booths here, all kinds of different exhibitors supporting this. Ace New York, Clean Energy. So of course we're going to have energy-related companies, architectural companies, science-related companies. This is a great addition, Cradle of Aviation. Let's go circle in and get in there. Let's get in there a little closer, Julie, see what the kids are looking at. Definitely a spacesuit, and I'll get the microphone over there.
This is already come pre-hydrated. So some things are already going to come up hydrated. So you just need to heat them up. So all it needs is just a little bit of hot water on the outside, and then our astronauts can enjoy whatever they would like. So right here you can see them in space, right? Big table, they can eat whatever they would like.
So what's super cool about this, you're seeing the beginning of education, as we'll talk to Kara later about one of our big initiatives is pushing education, science, children, starting at the Sayan Center. So we'll learn more about that later. All right, let's check out some robotics. Okay, robotics, the future of production. I'm here with Brian. What's going on here, Brian? Who do you represent and what are you showing us?
So we're with Smithtown High School, East and West. Then also right behind us is Sachem. And we also have our first LEGO League teams over here. I'll have Inga come on over here. So
Thanks, Inga.
Inga is one of our, she's actually going to be the president of the Smithtown team next year.
Good to meet you.
So she's now going into 11th grade, and I mean, she built this, designed it, so she'll have a lot more insight than I'll have on this thing.
Basically, this robot is able to pick up those yellow balls called fuel using this intake, which actually can shoot down and roll these balls using the spinning wheels. Then just like that, these balls come down through, it can drive into them, all that. Then they get spun into this big hopper area where it's like kind of in between the intake and the shooter. And then after they are in this like hopper area, there's another set of wheels that are able to spin, and the spinning of those wheels allows them to go into the shooter, which is another set of wheels that projects the balls straight up and into through an angle of the actual backboard of the shooter. It's able to go into the hub.
All right. Inga and Brian, thank you so much. Awesome. Let's go see what's happening right at the center, what I call the center of the universe. It's where the Tesla Tower was. Again, this Tesla Tower was built the turn of the century. It was taken down in 1917, but the base remains. So Julie's going to get a nice close-up of the granite. Follow me. So I believe it's an octagon shape, and it's still here right from the beginning. The tower was taken down in 1917. It's about 200 feet away from the lab. Julie, if you would show the lab in conjunction to the actual tower. We're looking at about 200 feet there. But what you're noticing here is that this is probably the biggest crowd of any expo we've had. So we're really excited about that. Great things happening here in Shoreham, New York. In the background right there is the Sayan Center. I'm going to talk to Kara about that later. We're excited about that because it's the first public-facing building in all these years of fundraising. Now remember, at the beginning of this was a crowdsourcing operation, was called the Oatmeal, that actually got us the 16 acres here. If we hadn't had that, this could be condos, it could be anything but what you're seeing. So, thank God to the founders of the Tesla Science Center for having the foresight, the vision, and now Kara that's taken over and is going to take it to the next level. But I do want to get a nice shot of this tower base because I believe this is sacred ground. It's really, really incredible right here in Shoreham, New York, and people are enjoying themselves. There's a live band in the background. We have over 20 vendors here, and we also have food vendors. We do this every July because it's Nikola Tesla's birthday. I think Tori would have been 170 years old. Do you believe that? A little older than me, thank God. And also, we're celebrating the opening of the Sayan Center. We're also celebrating the 250th anniversary of our country. So, what else should we see, ladies? We should show them the food trucks. All right, what's an expo without food? I think we have the most amount of food trucks we've ever seen at an expo here. Take your pick. Really great vibe here. So I also do want to mention the drone show. One of the highlights tonight that will probably be filmed by countless people, so I'll make reference to it. It's happening at 8:50 tonight. It's sponsored by Zebra Technologies. These are synchronized drones. A lot of that telemetry, I believe it's called, was early Tesla science research, so that's pretty cool. So I think it's a great addition. I think this is the third year, but I think tonight will probably be the best. And the whole feeling of this year's event is really, really excellent. This is the entrance of the Nikola Tesla 2026 Expo. People, it's so good to see. People are just coming in, small donation. Let's take a look at the sponsors here this year. I'll name them: Zebra, PSEG, Hogland, Gershow, Ace, Farmingdale State College. Great to see Farmingdale getting involved. New York Offshore, Tiki Boat, like to see them. Flagstar, National Grid, Meltzer Lippi, I hope I said that right. Spellman, Enzo, of course, MABG, Solomon Leo Strategies, Walk 97.5 FM, New York Blood Center, Herian, we talked to them, and MGXW Consulting. Loving to see all the sponsorship and support. A lot of times, the unsung heroes are the volunteers. I have a good old friend, Bob, who's always helping out. Look what he just brought in. That is looking fantastic. It's got to be Mr. Softy. Just a few words about your volunteer work here, Bob.
I've been doing it probably pre-COVID, since 2019. We've done movies, we've done this show several times, and it's just an absolutely wonderful organization and concept to raise money for. And hopefully we'll see the fruits of it real soon.
You're seeing this in 2 months. Thank you for what you do. You better make a shout out to your wife, or you're not going to sleep well tonight.
She's the one I got the ice cream for. Strawberry.
Oh, very nice. Thank you for what you do, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Well, this is completely exciting. A brand new, bigger than ever Kids Zone. Take a look around. Kids enjoying themselves, learning things, having fun. By the way, being outside and not being on an iPhone, how's that sound for progress? It's fantastic. Love this. Julie, let's take a good look at what this gentleman's putting across.
You guys ready to do a rocket launch?
Yeah.
Not to the moon, but it might go pretty far. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who doesn't love mini golf? Look at this new edition this year. Check it out. So the kids are actually able to pet a live owl here. Maybe we can learn more from this gentleman. How old is this owl?
This owl just turned 3 years old on July 4th. So she's a spectacled owl. She's from the tropical rainforests of South America, and she's a captive bred bird. A place down in Brownsville, Texas, raised them, and then they sell them off. It's a way of making money for them, and it's a way for education programs to get a hold of birds that are trained and will be respond to people.
Are owls naturally this docile? I would say no, right?
No, naturally no, but because she was captive bred, she's only known me since she was about 6 weeks old, so she's very used to being around people. Yeah, she's imprinted on me.
Tori's petting the owl. Are we getting this? This is great. I would not pet the owl because I'm afraid of birds, but I appreciate that.
Get right in there and scratch your head.
All right, so check it out. This is the official merch table.
We're trying to figure out who was the designer.
I'm told this is the hottest item here. By the way, I have my Tesla shirt on. You see it? And this shirt glows in the dark, I understand. Is that the truth? So it gets sunlight, and then you wear it, and then it glows in the dark. That's pretty cool. Did you invent this, ladies? Look at this. We could play. I invented a lot of things, and I need your money to finish this lab here. Would you please donate? I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're just leaving the merch tent. Let's see if we can find Kara. I really want to catch up with Kara, our executive director, learn about the Sayan Center right over here. Kara, what's up? This is amazing. Good to see you. So glad that I'm seeing you here at the end of what's been an epic tour. Nikola Tesla Birthday Expo. This one's extra special. I said this before. I said we're celebrating really three things. We're celebrating the birthday of Nikola Tesla, who would have been 170, I believe. 170. The 250 birthday of our actual country, and what's in back of us today, which is the first publicly facing building. People have been waiting a long time for this.
Yes, they have. And so in about another 2 months, people will be able to come and see exhibits in there. It's a 2,200 square foot building, the Sayan Center. We dedicated it yesterday. It's just about ready to open to the public. So big milestone.
Here's the amazing thing. You took the reins as executive director this year, 2026. We have what people have been waiting, what seems like a millennium, but of course, it's a few years. So congratulations. Why don't you give us some other updates of what's happening at the Wardenclyffe Tesla Science Center?
Yeah, so a lot is happening, and I think you'll start to see more and more of it coming through. So, look, I'm really lucky because I did just step into this role. Right place, right time. Yeah. But I have been relentless since I've come on board, and we are just pushing really hard to hit on all of the goals and milestones and promises that we've made. Yeah. So opening the Sayan Center is the first one. And as I said, in the fall, this will be open. People can come and they can start to see exhibits and they can start to meet here. So that's very important. Very important. But the other thing we've already started to lay out and we're going to expand is our programming. So part of our mission is education and inspiring young innovators and really all innovators around our global community. And so we're going to have a much more intense educational program, a fun educational program, but an educational program. As soon as this opens? In parallel with this opening.
In parallel, okay.
Yeah, and we've already launched out a few small things. So we have a science pub where we're very lucky. The Blueprint Brewery in Patchogue lets us come on site once a month, and we invite guests who want to talk about their topic of interest, always STEM related, but they do it in a fun way, and people can have a few drinks and they can eat some food and ask questions, and we end with trivia. So that's just an example of like one thing we added. There'll be much more, some more serious things, some very light and fun things, but always about STEAM and really bringing STEAM to the community.
I don't want to hear this from anybody else but you. Just give us a quick update on the actual lab building. You know it's the center of the universe for us here.
It is the center of the universe. This is the most important thing. It's why we're here, is to get that restored. So now that we have this building opening, we're turning our attention back to getting the lab restored. We already have some important grants in hand from New York State and from the federal government. And we are going to complement that with some gifts and donations that we are in the process of raising. And then we break ground and we get back to the rebuild. So within 2 years, we should have a functioning.
You heard that here first. Within 2 years, so 2029, 2028, late. Science Center's opening. Let's give a shout out to Eugene. I've met him, I've interviewed him. How did that come about, and just the gravity of his donation to make this happen, if you will?
Yeah, Eugene Sayan is an amazing philanthropic individual. He came here to the United States from Turkey as he was an immigrant. He came here to pursue his passion of engineering, and as he developed his career, he started his own company out in Stony Brook. He's done very well with his company, and he has used his success to give back to the community. He saw a connection with Nikola Tesla, who was also an immigrant and also had an affiliation to science and engineering, and his gift has really propelled forward our ability to open the first building.
Awesome. Thank you, Eugene. We're at July 11th, 2026. When will this open?
This will open in the fall.
Fall 2026. Thanks, Carrie. You're doing an awesome job. Have a great expo. Guys, you got to come for the drone show. Still time. Get on over. This has been great, spending a little time with you. I hope I brought you the feel, the vibe of what Tesla Science Center is bringing across to uphold the legacy of Nikola Tesla. Drone show later. We'll see you next year.